Have you ever wondered why some people push all the way through to their dreams while others quit just as they begin? Is it talent? A better background? Support from powerful mentors? No. What sets them apart can be summed up in one word: persistence. But what is persistence, really? It's not a burst of motivation that fizzles out. It's not about going hard once, then disappearing. Persistence is showing up again and again, even when you're tired, unmotivated, afraid, hurt, or completely alone. You still show up. It's quiet. It's invisible. It's not glamorous. It's choosing to move forward on days when no one is watching, when progress feels invisible, and when results seem impossibly far away. It's doing the small things over and over because you believe in something bigger ahead. Want to master English? No one learns a language in a day. But if you start learning 5 new sentences each day, watching 1 English video every night, reading just a short paragraph in the morning, nothing may feel different at first. But after 1 month, your comprehension improves. After 3 months, your speech flows better. And one day, you'll suddenly realize you're thinking in English. Others will be amazed, but only you know the truth. You showed up every day when nobody saw. Want to get healthier? You don't need to work out for 3 hours and then disappear for 2 months. What matters is walking 30 minutes a day, doing 20 push-ups, eating just a little better every day. After the first week, you may feel nothing, but after 3 months, you'll feel lighter. After 6 months, someone will say, "Hey, you look different." And after a year, you'll look back and barely recognize the person you used to be. Not because you trained like a machine, but because you were consistent with the small things. Persistence doesn't require perfection. It only requires that you show up every single day, rain or shine, inspired or exhausted. It's the silent force, but more powerful than any loud performance. And that, more than anything else, is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Have you ever seen someone start something with full determination, only to disappear after a few weeks or months? You might wonder, why didn't they keep going? They seemed smart. The truth is often startling. People don't fail because they're not intelligent. They fail because they lack discipline. They lack persistence. They don't maintain their habits long enough to see the results. They don't give themselves the chance to get through the hardest part of any journey, the beginning, when there's no applause, no visible outcome, only fatigue and self-doubt. And so they quit, not because they weren't capable, but because they couldn't endure. On the other hand, you'll find people who had nothing, no money, no connections, no support, not even confidence. But they chose one thing, just one, and they showed up for it every single day, quietly, consistently, until one day they had their own business, their own voice, a life worth dreaming about, not because they were gifted, but because they never gave up. Take the story of the bamboo tree. For the first 5 years after planting, nothing seems to grow. No sprouts, no leaves, just a patch of empty soil. If you didn't know better, you'd think it was dead. Many would abandon it. But those who understand keep watering, nurturing, and believing every single day. And then in the 5th year, something miraculous happens. In just 6 weeks, the bamboo shoots up 80 feet into the sky. So, did it grow in 6 weeks or in 5 years? The answer is 5 years, because during that time, its roots were silently growing deep, building a foundation strong enough to support its rapid rise. Never mistake slow progress for no progress. In today's world, we crave speed. We want to speak English fluently in a month. build abs in 2 weeks, go viral after 3 videos. But the truth is, everything meaningful takes time. Just because results aren't visible doesn't mean transformation isn't happening. Like the bamboo, real growth begins underground, quietly, patiently. You are getting stronger, more focused, more disciplined, more resilient, and one day, the world will see what's been building all along. Don't quit just because the results haven't shown up yet. Most people give up right before things start to connect, right when they're about to break through. But not you. You'll stay. You'll keep showing up. And when the world is amazed by your sudden rise, you'll know. It wasn't sudden at all. It was built day by day in silence with persistence. Every time you make a promise to yourself, tomorrow I will wake up early, and you actually follow through, something incredible happens. You are not just waking up earlier. You are quietly building a fortress of trust within yourself. This trust is the foundation of your self-esteem, the invisible power that fuels your courage to chase bigger dreams. Imagine how different your life would be if every small commitment you made to yourself was honored day after day. Each fulfilled promise is a victory, no matter how small, that whispers to your soul, you can do this, you are reliable. But here's the harsh truth. When you say you will do something and fail to do it, you don't just miss a goal. You chip away at your own self-respect. With every broken promise, your mind starts weaving a narrative that traps you. I am lazy. I'm not capable of change. Why bother trying? This cycle is silent but deadly, because the way you see yourself shapes every choice you make, every action you take. If you see yourself as someone who gives up, your life will reflect that belief in the most painful ways. Yet there is hope, and it starts with small actions that are surprisingly powerful. You don't have to make huge leaps overnight. The path to rebuilding your self-esteem is paved with tiny, consistent steps. Pick up a book and read just 1 page a day. Learn 3 new English words, just 3, and let your mind stretch. Set your alarm 10 minutes earlier than yesterday and claim those extra moments as your own. These actions might feel small, almost invisible at first, but they hold magic. Over time, as you build this streak of small wins, your inner voice will begin to change. Instead of self-doubt, you'll hear, I am disciplined. I am growing. I am becoming the person I want to be. This shift in identity is the most powerful force in your journey, because once you believe you can change, you will find the strength to keep going, no matter what life throws at you. So ask yourself, what promise will you keep today? What small action will you take to tell yourself, I am worthy of respect and I am capable of greatness? Because the answer to that question might just change your life forever. Everyone dreams. Whether it's becoming wealthy, speaking English fluently, gaining confidence, or achieving success, these dreams light up our hearts. But here's the secret that few talk about. Dreams alone will never bring you to where you want to go. There is one crucial bridge that connects dreams to reality, and that bridge is called persistence. Without persistence, dreams remain nothing more than fleeting thoughts swirling in your mind, beautiful but unreachable. They become a distant fantasy, locked away behind walls of doubt and fear. But with persistence, everything changes. Your dreams start transforming into clear goals. Those goals then become concrete plans, and day by day, step by step, those plans take shape and turn into your reality. Think about J.K. Rowling, the woman who created the magical world of Harry Potter. She faced rejection 12 times. 12! She was a single mother, struggling with poverty and battling depression. Yet, despite everything, she wrote every single day. She didn't stop when the world said no. She persisted. And because she kept going, she eventually became one of the most successful authors in the world. Imagine if she had given up. Imagine if she had let rejection define her. The world would have never met Harry Potter. Millions of lives wouldn't have been touched by her stories, and her name wouldn't have become a symbol of hope and imagination. Persistence is not glamorous or easy. It's the quiet, often lonely path of showing up, even when you feel like no one believes in you, not even yourself sometimes. But it is the only path that leads your dreams from the shadows of your mind into the light of reality. So what about you? Are you ready to step onto that bridge? To choose persistence, even when the road is tough, the progress slow, and the world silent? Because on the other side of persistence lies your true potential. The life you dream of is waiting for you to claim it. Here's a hard truth that many don't want to hear. Motivation is a liar. When motivation is high, everything feels effortless. The world seems to open its doors wide for you. But what happens when you're exhausted, when the skies turn gray, or when life hits you with pain and disappointment? Motivation slips away, vanishes like mist at dawn. Most people give up right there. They quit the moment motivation fades because they believe it was the fuel carrying them forward all along. But the real champions, the ones who truly win, know this secret. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Take, for example, a mother with a newborn baby. She's drained beyond words, her sleep shattered night after night. Yet she rises at 2 a.m. to care for her child. She's not propelled by inspiration or excitement in those dark hours. She moves because of love, because responsibility roots her in place, and because her reason is stronger than fatigue. This is how you should treat your dreams, with the same fierce dedication, the same unwavering commitment. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the surge of inspiration. The bridge between dreams and reality is built one step at a time. Even when the path is steep and your heart is heavy, keep moving forward. Keep showing up. Because persistence, that quiet, relentless force, is what will save you when motivation leaves you behind. Most people wildly overestimate what they can achieve in a single day, yet completely underestimate what they can accomplish in a year. It's a paradox of impatience that keeps many stuck. They push themselves to study for 10 hours straight one day and then burn out. They try to lose 10 kilograms in a week and give up in frustration. They attempt to build a career in just a couple of months and feel defeated when results don't appear instantly. Success doesn't come from a single day of fierce determination. It is born from a commitment to keep showing up every day, no matter how small the effort. Here's a true story. A busy man who barely had time to write decided he would write just one sentence a day. One sentence. That was his promise to himself. 1 year later, that tiny daily habit transformed into a complete book, a full story shaped from 365 sentences. Imagine a small drop of water falling on a rock. One drop won't make a dent, but drop after drop, day after day, that same water can slowly wear through even the hardest stone. Not because each drop is powerful, but because each drop is persistent. So, what if you chose to be like that drop? What if your small daily actions were the quiet force that eventually carved the path to your dreams? That's the secret no one talks about, but the one that changes everything. The first time you step into a gym, your body aches, you feel weak, and every fiber screams to quit. The pain is raw, the struggle real. But if you push through, that very pain transforms. It becomes strength, a power forged from persistence. Life is no different. Whether you're learning English, building discipline, or cultivating confidence, the beginning is always the hardest. You stumble. You feel awkward. Sometimes people laugh or doubt you. It's natural to want to give up. But here's the truth. If you persist, those weaknesses will become your greatest weapons. Take Eric Thomas, for example. Once he struggled with stuttering, was mocked by peers, and even advised by teachers to avoid speaking in public. Yet, instead of surrendering, he practiced relentlessly, reading aloud every day, recording himself, pushing through the discomfort. Today, Eric Thomas stands as one of the world's most powerful motivational speakers. His story reminds us, pain and failure are not the end. They are the raw materials from which greatness is built. Time is the most precious resource we have, more valuable than money, more fleeting than any possession. If you don't respect time, time will quietly slip away from you, leaving regrets in its wake. Ask yourself, how many hours have you lost scrolling mindlessly through your phone? How much time have you wasted worrying or doing things that don't move you forward? Now imagine this. What if you devoted just one meaningful hour every day to building something important? After 1 month, you'll already notice a change in yourself. After 6 months, people around you will hardly recognize who you've become. And after 1 full year, you could completely transform your life. Here's a real-life example. A man working 12-hour shifts at a gas station had no money for extra classes, but every evening he studied for 2 hours, then reviewed for 30 minutes early every morning. 3 years later, he passed the UPSC exam and became an officer. Time is waiting. The question is, what will you do with yours? Life never hands success to those who only dream and wait. True success, transformation, and happiness come from perseverance, a small flame kindled within the soul, ready to burn brightly even when you are tired, afraid, or facing adversity. Perseverance is not some magical event that happens overnight. It is the small, consistent steps taken every day, the discipline that keeps you steady when motivation fades away. When you persevere, you not only build skills or achieve goals, but you also create a stronger, more confident version of yourself who respects and values their own worth. Perseverance turns pain into power, transforms failures into valuable lessons. It helps you cherish every moment of time, the most precious asset in life, so that you don't waste your life on meaningless things. The greatest lesson is this: don't wait for inspiration or perfect circumstances to start. Take action every day, even if it's just the smallest step. Gradually, you will see your dreams no longer as distant visions, but as living realities within your reach. And that very perseverance will become the strong bridge that leads you from your dreams to the life you've always desired. Let perseverance be your most loyal companion on life's journey, because when everything else changes, only perseverance will never leave you behind.